For those who are maybe American or something, who would you say you are?
Well, I'm a former Member of Parliament, former government minister, former member of the European Parliament for 7 whole long months while I tried to get Brexit. Never been so keen on getting my P45 in my life as I was during those months in the European Parliament. And for the Americans, P45 is what you get when you leave your job. I've written novels, 2 of which were Times bestsellers. And I've done a lot in the entertainment line. I've been in 6 pantomimes. And I've been on a programme called Strictly Come Dancing, which I think the Americans would recognise as Dancing with the Stars.
I see. It's a remarkable career. I'm sort of wondering how you've managed to do it all, because a lot of the things you've said, and we'll get into those, a lot of your beliefs are not usually accepted in the mainstream. I'm not allowed to just be on TV and talk about these things. What do you think it is about you that has enabled you to do so?
Well, first of all, of course, I was a politician for a very long time. So people knew what I thought because I always said so. I've never been one to say what I think people want to hear. Partly that stems from religious conviction. St. Paul said, "We believe and therefore speak." And of course, Christ himself said, well, you don't put your light under a bushel, that's pretty pointless. So
what's a bushel?
A bushel is basically a jar. And the idea is an opaque one, so you wouldn't put your light under that and then shut it out. What's the point?
Yeah.
So therefore, they already knew what I thought. When I retired from politics, I did Strictly Come Dancing right away, and it was literally within a couple of months of retiring. And that sent me off on a whole new course, which I'd never predicted. I mean, that wasn't what my retirement was supposed to look like, but it did. In the entertainment industry, basically. And I was there until I joined the Brexit Party in 2019 and stood for the European Parliament. And at that point, where I re-entered politics quite suddenly, the entertainment industry didn't want to know me. I was pulled from a pantomime. But nevertheless, it was worth doing. And I live on Dartmoor, and I have a cat.
Okay, well, why not? Cats are good. When you were in that entertainment industry, did you come up against any kind of hurdles because of your political views? No,
I didn't. If I did, I was unaware of it. Put it that way. There was nothing overt. I was even on at the Royal Opera House for a week. Don't worry, I wasn't singing. I can't sing. It was a spoken role. It was all in French as well.
Which,
unlike you, I'm not a linguist. But they were quite pleased with my accent. So
you learned it just for the role?
Yes. I didn't learn the whole language. I mean, I had schoolgirl French. We all do, Yeah. But I hadn't done anything since O-levels, which was 1963. Yeah. But when I was in the European Parliament, quite suddenly I was speaking a bit more French than usual. And I think if I'd stayed there any length of time, I would have become quite proficient.
Quite French. They would have converted you to their ways.
I doubt it.
No.
I doubt it. I mean, one of their ways is rare meat. Ooh.
What's rare meat? Would that be like stuffing the ducks and things?
No, I mean, it's like, meat where the blood is practically coming out.
Oh.
And the French do not like meat well done. So if you ask for a steak and you ask for it to be well done, the chances are, and I'm serious about this because it's happened to me, the chef says no. Wow. That's literally happened to me. So when I was in Brussels, I found a little restaurant, and the first evening I went in, I said, I forget what I ordered, but it was meat, it may have been lamb, may have been steak, and I said, très bien, très bien, très bien. And a few nights later, I went in again, and the waitress said to me, très bien, très bien. And it always came well done.
I see. Is that how they say it? I thought it was like bien fait or something.
It may well be, but to suit me, they were saying très bien.
They're just saying very good, Anne. Very good. Very good. I'm just interested. I didn't realize that. So you didn't have any kind of like media pining for entertainment, or you weren't singing when you were younger and things like that? Oh,
gracious, no.
Dancing.
I mean, absolutely not. It was all completely accidental. I had done some television documentaries, the serious stuff. But when it came to entertainment, they asked me to do Strictly. They asked me every year for 5 years. And I said, no, go away, no. But then when I retired, I thought it's okay now. I don't owe anybody any duty of time or dignity. I can do what I like. So I did it. I honestly expected, I can put my hand on my heart when saying this, I honestly expected that I would be out in the first 2-3 weeks. That if I lasted 4, it would be miraculous. And I got into week 10 out of 12 weeks. And it was solely because I hadn't a clue what I was doing. I mean, Anton just abandoned dancing and in the first 5 minutes and said, right, well, we'll mess about. You can quite phrase it like that. But, and it was so successful, they asked me to do the live tour. As a result of the live tour, Craig Revel-Horwood asked me to go into pantomime with him. So into pantomime I went, and then I did that, 6 times, different roles. I love the wicked roles, much better than the good fairy, and I like the wicked roles.
That's more fun.
Yeah.
Isn't it interesting, though, that you're sort of, in politics, the sort of pantomime villain, like Farage might be, like in some respects I am on doing all of this, but people really like you. So
some do, some don't. I'm Marmite.
I suppose, but it still feels like it shows the difference between sort of the media elite and the media portrayal and reality, which is, you're very, quite popular.
Well, maybe, as I say, I think I'm pretty Marmite.